NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Off of play action. Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 14. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
12.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They run with Hines. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Over the middle, complete. That's Shaw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw is Luck. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Hines. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now it's Hines. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are in for 6.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now gone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
From the 50, it's gone. And his throw here's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throwing football.
Back to throw. Gone. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Back to throw. Love. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now Luck. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Third and long, it's Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Locke. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the red zone now, Locke. That's complete right around the 8. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. To the air again. Locke. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is Hines. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Rams getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. and it's third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. Goff on third down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the gun, here's Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Goff. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now it's gone. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Let it roll, let it roll.
To throw on second down is Locke. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's going to air one out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
first down, it's Gurley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. To throw on 2nd down is gone. On the move to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Luck, and he comes back with one complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Luck now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Throwing again is Luck. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
11.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Luck. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Goff on first down. And his pass incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Orange.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. He's to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Out of the gun, gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. If you get careless with the football, look out.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shaw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Here's Hines. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, here's Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
3rd and 2, Locke. It's caught. Jones. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
4 down. Super 1. No.
On first down, it's gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
DC.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Lock 20.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To the air again. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd and 5.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Now Goff on 1st down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And now running right through it. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. He'll get it up the middle. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second and goal from the 1. To throw is gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Goff. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage, they've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Locke. He's going to go for a big play down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Shell.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trucks over him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing is Luck. Caught on the right side by Jones. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Goff now looks to throw. Spins past it, and now running right through it. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shaw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Hurry. 59. 5, 6, 5.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Right, 622.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Second and 10, Luck again. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
14.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Goff on 1st down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight ends. Still fighting for more. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
3 down. DC. Al, look up.
Now it's gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing now, Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Rams, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.